Welcome, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, bringing you coverage of the final game of the series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Miami Marlins. The Pirates, of course, have been slumping. The Marlins looking, of course, to sneak their way into the playoffs. We'll see how today's matchup shakes. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Thursday, kind of just beginning. And, again, we're almost ready for some baseball. Look here at the head-to-head. Again, the stats, of course, mostly favor the Pirates, but, of course, the Marlins with the stat that matters, which would be the wins. 62-59 for the Marlins. The Pirates, 58-64. Again, the Pirates have had their fair share of errors this series. This is the starting pitching matchup for each team. Braxton Ashcraft on the mound, 11-5 record. Again, a really solid record. ERA, of course, climbing a little bit. 4.08 ERA, though, again, in his last 7 starts, a 6.52. So not very good. He's got to get it going. And, of course, again, he'll take on a Marlins team that has been pretty good at the plate, especially yesterday. And, of course, he'll face Tyler Phillips, 3.47 ERA, 3-5 record. Has had a lot of success against the Pirates, or at least in the 10 innings he's pitched against the Pirates. 0.90 ERA in 10 innings. So, yeah, he kind of owns the Pirates. We'll see if that's the case for today's game. A look here at the division, not the division, pardon me, but the wild card race. Again, the Pirates, of course, 6 games back. They did have some results go their way yesterday, but, you know, of course, it's now or never for the Pirates as far as, you know, trying to make up ground. 6 games back, still doable. Again, just 2 weeks ago, they had one of the spots. So, again, in 2 weeks, you can make up 6 games. But, again, you can't count on them to slump. You got to start getting it going. For the Marlins, again, they are kind of rising despite, of course, how they approach the deadline. Only a game and a half back. They are very much right there on the heels of both the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. A brief look at the National League standings. Again, the Pirates still claiming 5th place in the NL Central. Very disappointing, of course, but, again, I think they can still make it happen where they finish 4th or 3rd. I do think that is possible. I know the Cardinals have they're playing a little bit better as of late. We'll see if that continues. Reds, again, they're not all that great themselves, but neither have been the Pirates. And again, the Marlins, they have sights set on at least at 2nd place in the NL East. They can do it. Again, the Phillies, I'm not very high on the Phillies. I did like the trade for Luis Arias, but yeah, the Marlins are playing really good baseball right now, so you can't count them out. And a brief look at the American League. I like how I always go silent there. It's like I just don't have much to say. I don't know. I'm not looking down on them. I don't know. The AL to me just was never interesting. Anyway, here's the starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be Spencer Horwitz. He'll be followed by Brandon Lyles DHing, Brian Reynolds in left, Nick Gonzalez at second, Esmeralyn Valdez in right, Jacob Gonzalez at short, Jake Mangum in center, Jared Triolo is at third, and Rafael Flores is catching today. And, of course, we'll have the Marlins lineup as soon as we head to the bottom of the first. Evan Sisk was optioned today. He, again, hasn't really played that great. Matson is brought back up, and he went to the 10-day DL, which we kind of expected. Jack Brannigan is taking his spot. So Rafael Flores, again, will get a little bit more catching opportunities. Hopefully he's a little bit more lively behind the plate for the Pirates. Digging in is Spencer Horwitz. He is batting .261, OPS of 788, 10 homers, and 37 RBIs. Would be cool if you guys saw what I saw, huh? There you go. All right, so we'll see how, of course, Horwitz and the Pirates look. Again, I do thank you guys again. Going to be a neutral party today, as that's in their 0-1. We're underway here in Miami. 0-1 count to Spencer Horwitz, who again has been struggling a lot as of late. We'll see if he can turn it around here. Phillips kicks and delivers. That's up and away, and it's 1-1 to Spencer Horwitz. Again, Phillips on the mound for the Marlins. Appreciate you, Star, for hanging out. Russell as well. Steel Town Lamar, Mr. Burns, George, thank you for hanging out. Burley as well. Anthony and Miss Donna. I know I saw Miss Donna earlier. Brian, thank you for hanging out as well. I do appreciate you guys. 1-2 count to Horwitz. Phillips, again, has had a lot of success against the Pirates in his career. Struggling a little bit as of late. 1-2 to Horwitz. Phillips begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's a breaking ball inside, 2-2. 86 on the sweeper. Steelers tonight. Yes, sir. We'll be back. I'll be back tonight. Back tonight for the Steelers-Packers. As that's a tapper foul, and it's still a 2-2. 2-2 to Spencer Horwitz. Let's go on, Michael. Welcome on in. Who do you think can win? Brewers or the Dodgers? Give me the Brewers. I think the Brewers are due for some wins. 2-2 to Horwitz, as Horwitz sends it up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single for the Pirates. Again, Horwitz did have a lot of success whenever he was leading off many months ago. So it looks like they're trying to channel that for Horwitz. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, batting .251, OPS of .798, 25 homers, and 74 RBIs on the season. How's it going, sports? Appreciate you, man. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. How's it going, Sean? Welcome on in. Phillips checks over at first. Phillips sets, kicks, and delivers way outside. Ball 1 to Brandon Lau. And Lau, of course, made... oh, man, I wish I could... Let's see if I can pull up that huge statement he made last night. And I don't know. I kind of... Yeah, I kind of can see where... or why he said that, is that's going to be fouled back 101. Brandon Lau, of course, had a lot to say about what he's been seeing from the player's perspective. I don't think there's a lack of effort or a lack of fight. I think probably the Arizona series at home, everyone kind of started putting too much pressure on the game, on game to game, thinking that if we go out and win 4 straight or 5 straight, that's going to secure a wild card spot. Instead of us going out and playing like we did in April or June or whatnot. So that's chopped foul 1 and 2. We've somehow let the idea creep in that these games matter more than the previous ones did. People just need to take a breath, take a breather, take a step back, and realize that these are the same games we were playing earlier. There's no additional stress to them. There's no added thing to it, because we can go win 10 in a row, and so could the teams in the wild card spot. We just need to go out there, focus on playing good baseball, and things are going to take care of itself. And I would agree that's kind of what it's looked like. That's going to be upstairs 2 and 2. A lot of pressure they put on themselves. And hopefully, of course, just airing that out, maybe it kind of relaxes the team. Going to make a Brewers Steelers probably. All right, good luck. Good luck. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Lau goes down. And there's 1 out. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .264, OPS of .811, 15 homers, 63 RBIs. It's going. It's going. It's going. Asher, welcome on in. Thank you for hanging out. Still streaming the Packers game. Yes. Yeah, I'll be doing the play-by-play for it there, James. Runner on first, 1 out. Phillips looks over and delivers. That's down and away, ball 1. 86 going on the splitter. Phillips doesn't really go too deep into games. So the Pirates, if they want to try to attack this guy, they got to do it early. But again, he's had a lot of success against the Pirates in his career. The 1-0, and that's a tapper right in front of the catcher. And he will throw it to first for out number 2, taking the shore out. That was Ramirez, the catcher, Augustine Ramirez. Firing it to first, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. Spanning .307, OPS of .760, 6 homers, and 53 RBIs. Who am I going with? The Pirates have lost so much in a row that you have to pick them. But then again, they've lost so many games in a row. So it's like, well, why would you pick them? I don't know. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled back 0-1. But I am a Pirates fan. This is actually the first Pirates game that I'm not wearing any Pirates sport, like memorabilia, not memorabilia, but, you know, attire. 0-1 counts. The pitch. And that's inside 1-1. So, yeah, trying to be as neutral as possible. Maybe that can be the saving grace for me going forward. Runner on second, 2 outs. Phillips readies, kicks, and fires. That is fouled off his foot. It's 1-2. Will my team, the Chargers, be good this year? I think they can be. I think they will be. Now, will they win playoff games? That's a completely different question. But I would say that I think highly of them enough to get to the playoffs for sure. 1-2 to Speedy Gonzalez. Again, runner on second, 2 outs. Phillips looks over at second. The pitch. That is fouled back. And it's 1-2. By the way, Nick Gonzalez, 47 multi-hit games in the MLB this year. That is the most in all of Major League Baseball. When he is hitting, he is hitting. 1-2 to Gonzalez. The pitch. That is a high chopper to third. Throws to second, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake. A nice play, though, by Edwards, keeping that from going out to right. Wow, that was, again, Spencer Horwitz kind of caught in between, but, again, he was going to be safe even if it was a good throw. I don't know. I think he would have probably had a better shot at Gonzalez. I don't know if that's a fielder's choice. I would say it's a fielder's choice. But runners on first and second, 2 outs. In steps in the magician, Esmeralyn Valdez. The pitch. That's downstairs, ball 1. Valdez batting .246. OPS of .931, 14 homers, and 39 RBIs. What do you think about the Marlins? They're playing well right now. If they can keep it up, they have a good shot. To be honest with you, that's outside 2-0. And I know, of course, I'm a Pirates fan, but again, I look at it through the lens of just a baseball fan. Don't think too highly. You can only rely on analytics so much to beat the good teams. But if they keep playing like this, they can sneak their way into the playoffs. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. But they are playing well. Again, they sold. I was shocked to see them sell. They were only a game back and they sold. But it hasn't really impacted them negatively at all because they're playing very well as of late. 2-1 of Valdez. That's outside 3-1. But, hey, if they get hot, if you're hot, you know, anything can happen. And I think, you know, you've seen enough to where the Marlins, you know, 2 or 3 in the wild card. Yeah, I wouldn't count them out. If they were playing the Braves, I would not count them out at all. 3-1, and that's fouled back. 3-2. I know they've had success against the Dodgers. I don't know if I would really give them a good shot then. I don't know. Playoffs are a little bit different, but I think the Marlins are fine. I think, again, if they keep playing like this, they can make some noise. I really do believe that. Let's go fish. No, you're good, Jose. You're good, man. Appreciate you, man. How's it going, Scott? Welcome on in. Speedy is at first. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled back, and it's 3-2. Speedy is chilling. Speedy is off to the side. He's tuckered out. I think he's just going to be watching as a fan. Thank you, Seema, for hanging out. 3-2 count to Valdez. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Phillips with 24 pitches here. The pitch. Valdez with a ground ball to third. As he'll just toss it over to first for out number 3. The inning is over. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 in Miami. Do I hit backer now? No, I do not. No. I do not. Appreciate you, though, again, for hanging out. How's it going, Severn? Welcome on in. Trying to lock in. Trying to. All right, the Marlins. This is the lineup for them. Jacob Marcy in center. Xavier Edwards at second. Ana Lopez at short. Griffin Conine is DHing. Augustine Ramirez is catching. Leo Jimenez is at first. Owen Casey in right. Javier Sanoja is at third. And Asturi Ruiz in left. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. If I had to choose between McAfee or Doc DeLay, you'd win by a landslide. Robert, that is no need to lie. McAfee. I watch McAfee. McAfee's all right. I don't know. I don't like that he signed with ESPN, but other than that, you know, I guess he's all right. I think he's a little too crazy, but I do like that he, I don't know. He doesn't talk like a, you know, like a, I don't know. He's not boring. Let's just say that. Yeah, keeps it pretty excitable. But appreciate you, Asher. Thank you very much. Where are you at? Right now, I'm 12:22 p.m., so I'm in the Central Time Zone. Central Time Zone for me. Again, Braxton Ashcraft on the mound for the Pirates. 4.08 ERA. Again, numbers would indicate he's doing all right, but not as of late. Again, a 6.52 ERA in his last 7 starts. Trending in the wrong direction, but still 3-2, I believe. Again, the offense usually, they like Ashcraft. They will battle for him. As Ashcraft sets and delivers, that's off the plate. Ball 1. Underway at the bottom of the first. Marcy again batting .205, OPS of .633, 6 homers, and 28 RBIs. Backer was serviceable. Yeah, he seems like an average reliever. That's going to be missing downstairs 2-0. 97 on the sinker. Let's go in station. Welcome on in. What's going on? Thank you very much. Yes, I'll be doing the game tonight. Here's the 2-0 to Marcy. That's downstairs. Call to strike. Marcy will challenge, and he will win this challenge. So good challenge there by Marcy. Didn't like the call. Will Ashcraft hold the ship down? I don't know. You want Speedy? I'm sorry. I don't know. We'll bring him up next at bat. He's just tired. I'm tired. The 3-0, that's in there, 3-1. 98 on the 4-seam fastball from Braxton Ashcraft. Again, started off so great. Really has been a treat, but again, has struggled as of late. As that is a foul ball. It's off his foot. Hobbling out of the box is Marcy. Let's go, Jeff. Welcome on in. I can't expect to cover at least a game of the Brewers and the Mariners next week. I can guarantee that. At least one. I don't know how many, but that will be happening for sure. 3-2 counts. Marcy taking his time to step back in the box. I mean, not football, but a baseball just went off his foot, so I'd understand that. 3-2. Marcy does ask for time. Ashcraft again. He is very quick. He is very quick. He has been making hitters very frustrated. As soon as they look at him, he's already ready to go. Here's the 3-2 to Marcy. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 strikeout there for Ashcraft. Again, he's been racking up the Ks there on the season. That's 146 now for Braxton Ashcraft. Let's go to Anthony. Welcome on in. Red Sox losing streak. I wouldn't think too much of it. I think they'll be fine. Xavier Edwards is at the plate. Ashcraft delivers. Showing bunt, pulls back. It's in the dirt, ball 1. Edwards batting .283, OPS of .750, 6 homers, and 46 RBIs. Though Edwards is saying that it hit his foot. He's taking off his gloves. This will be interesting. I don't know. Edwards pretty adamant that it hit his foot. Ump didn't see it. I don't know if there's a challenge or anything. Let's see. Here's the replay, and let's see. I don't know. I don't really know if it did. Can't really tell, but looks like there was no challenge from the Marlins, so it's 1-0 to Edwards. That's a fastball at the knees. 1-1. 99 on the fastball. Sean will be in attendance at Seattle, or in Seattle at the Brewers, August 19th. Gotcha. Appreciate you. That's pretty cool. I'll see if I don't know if I'm covering that one. I don't know. I forgot which one it was that I can guarantee call, but I don't recall. I think it might have been the Thursday one. The 2-1 Edwards, that's taken inside 3-1. 98 going on the fastball. PTI is the only ESPN I watch. Yeah, that's a classic. That is a classic there. 3-1 count to Edwards. Ashcraft readies, kicks, and delivers. That's high. Ball 4. That one at the eye level of Edwards. So a strikeout and a walk for Ashcraft. Again, that kind of sums up what he's... Well, I mean, he doesn't really walk too much, to be honest with you, but just kind of inconsistent. You can see some greatness from him. Then you'll see some rough stretches from Braxton Ashcraft, as that'll bring up Otto Lopez, batting .314, OPS of 809, 9 homers and 53 RBIs. Hit the like button. Thank you very much, Steeltown Girls. That's in there, 0-1. Again, teams like to run on Flores. So if you get on base against Rafael Flores and he's catching, that could be a problem. 0-1 counts. The pitch. That's a chopper to third. Trailer throws to second for 1. Throws to first. He got him. That is a double play. And the inning is over. Nice play by the Pirates. Top of the second, 0-0. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jacob Gonzalez, Jake Mangum, and Jared Triolo. How's it going, Ridlin? Welcome on in. Hopefully the Pirates won't be smothered. Yeah, no, for sure. Neftali, I appreciate you for hanging out. South Beach, thank you very much. Will the Pats make the playoffs this year? I cannot reveal my playoff predictions. I know I kind of talked about the Chargers, but I think they might take a little step back. I'm not saying they won't make the playoffs, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of messed up there. Yeah, I forgot about that, Jose, to be honest with you. I can't really reveal too much, but it'll be interesting. Again, the Patriots did make the Super Bowl, so you know, they should be good. It'll be an interesting reveal. Let's go on Tech. Welcome on in. GG's to you. If I was in a position of influence in the Pirates organization, I'd bring up Seth Hernandez, let him get his feet wet. I think he got hurt. I could be wrong. We got Thursday afternoon baseball. We do, Tom. Appreciate you. Will we win today, Kurt? I don't know. Hopefully. Appreciate you, Kurt, for hanging out. Don't know if there's really many other games happening as of now. Looks like the Reds are leading 3-1 over the White Sox. And then the Indians and the Tigers 0-0. That is it. Make sure again to hit the like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. So make sure to do that. Just trying to grow the channel, that is all. 27 days till the NFL season. This is a football channel, believe it or not. So make sure again to sub it up. If you love the NFL, you'll love this channel. We cover a lot of it. We're going to cover the most NFL on YouTube. I'm not even kidding. You can think of any other streamer. I'm covering the most. If there is a time slot for the NFL, it is going to get covered. So I'm just saying, most NFL on YouTube. At least 10 NFL teams each week. Just saying. He did. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I can look that up. But yeah, it'll be Jacob Gonzalez leading off. He's batting .233, OPS of 662, 5 homers, and 26 RBIs. I thought I read that like a few months, not a month ago, but a few weeks ago. Here is the pitch as Gonzalez sends this to center field. Backing up is Marcy. Marcy at the track and makes the catch for out number 1. Marcy has made some nice plays for the Marlins against the Pirates this year. Add that to the list. Just a nice running catch, just running straight back essentially. Back to the ball and everything, but still tracking it down, looking like Antonio Brown or just Mike Wallace running a deep go. That'll bring up Jake Mangum, batting .295, OPS of 729, 4 homers and 27 RBIs. He's placed on the 7-day IL in July, but he's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, that's a bummer there. 0-1 to Mangum as he takes a pitch in there, 0-1. Hernandez is out for the season with an oblique issue. There you go. Yeah, I thought I saw something like that. Here's the pitch. That's a tapper. Back to the pitcher, Phillips. Throws to first, and he is out. Barely, but he is out. Again, he hustles everything. Every little hit, he will book it down the line. Of course, now we're going to show a compilation of Marcy robbing home runs, making diving catches. All this again against the Pirates. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. It's batting 742. 242, OPS of 622, 1 homer and 21 RBIs. The pitch. That's inside ball 1. 1-0 to Triolo. Yeah, I have it there just to kind of keep a placeholder. Still don't really know what I'm going to have, but yeah, I like the helmet. The helmet, that is where it's at. Here's the 1-0 as Triolo chops it foul 1-1. Again, when I'm a bigger channel, I can have the helmets on the thumbnail, but for now I can't. Once I've established, myself on YouTube, I can put whatever I want in the thumbnail, but I want to do the helmets. I've always wanted to do that, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Triolo, of course, everybody's favorite Pirate, getting the start today at third again. Pretty good, usually, defensively for the most part, as that's a grounder foul. Nick Gonzalez playing second today, more of his natural spot. Lau, of course, DHing for the Pirates. Of course, again, you'll see that double play, and just looks... You just haven't really seen that if you're a Pirates fan. 1-2 count to Jared Triolo. Phillips readies, kicks, and fires. That's a breaking ball down and away, 2-2 to Jared Triolo. The 2-2 from Phillips, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Triolo. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 in Miami. Due up for the Marlins will be Griffin Conine, Augustine Ramirez, and Leo Jimenez. So there you go. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 150 likes. We'll see if that happens. That is the goal usually for Pirate streams. We are at 64 likes. It is possible. Make sure to hit that like button again. It just pushes out the stream to more Pirate fans, Marlin fans, baseball fans, and just anyone in general, really. More sports fans. No one can hit. Well, yeah, I guess so. A lot to do with the pitchers not throwing low in the zone for ground balls, why the lack of double plays. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like the Pirates just kind of leave everything hanging up in the middle of the plates. So, yeah. Robert with the fences and the gates. There we go. Be wearing my 90-watt jersey today. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I don't know. Don't know. Still kind of undecided on what the getup is going to be tonight. Greens Dr. Leia's going Carl. Buccos may do something unusual like my Orioles today. Win. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Pirates again are in free fall. It is what it is, All we can do is watch and hope for the best. Again, the Marlins, of course, taking advantage. Can't fault them. Like I said, only a game and a half back. They are very much alive in it. Very much. And again, the Pirates still, of course, they're there, but definitely trending in the wrong direction. A few more losses, and it might be too much. Let's go on JG. Phils don't have a spot in October. They do not. Yes, they would, if the season ended today, the Phillies would be out of it. The Diamondbacks have the tiebreaker, but still plenty of baseball, so there's that. All right, Ashcraft readies. He kicks and delivers a breaking ball right down the middle, 0-1. Griffin Conine batting .276, OPS of .943, 13 homers and 27 RBIs. 0-1 to Conine. The pitch. Breaking ball outside. 1-1. 85 on the curveball. One and 1 to Conine. He sets and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big swing by Conine. 92 on the slider in. Today may be the start of something big. Yeah, I don't know about all that. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Ashcraft. That'll bring up Augustine Ramirez, batting .244, OPS of .685, 2 homers and 15 RBIs. W's for Severed. Thank you for the 6-7. 6-7. Appreciate it. 67 joules. And that one's going to be in there. 0-1, 92 on the slider on the outside corner. O's off today. Next 10 games for it. Rays, 3 at home versus the Yankees, 3 with the Rays. Man, yeah, that's a lot there. That's downstairs 1-1. So all the AL East there. But yeah, I hear you. 1-1 count to Ramirez. He kicks and delivers. That's in there. 1-2. 98 on the sinker. Kind of attacking hitters right now. Ashcraft, though, didn't like the location. Didn't like something. 1-2 count the pitch. That's a ground ball to third. Triolo with it. Casually throws to first for out number 2. That'll bring up Leo Jimenez, batting .210, OPS of .591, 2 homers and 14 RBIs. The Steelers get to play football tonight. They do. They do. Do you know if the Steelers play the starters? I do not. I think we'll find out tonight. The pitch. Breaking ball in there. It's 0-1. The hoodie, it's going to be retired. No more hoodie. No more hoodie until the Steelers season when I'm actually cold. Here's the 0-1 to Jimenez. Check to swing. It's right down the middle, though, and it's 0-2. 99 on the fastball. Ashcraft looking real confident. Real confident today. Of course, shaking off signs from Flores. Likes that one. We'll see if he likes it in reality. Here is the 0-2 to Jimenez. That's a backdoor sinker. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Maybe a little bit outside, but Jimenez did not challenge. We go to the top of the third, 0-0 in Miami. Due up for the Pirates will be Rafael Flores, Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Lau as well. Black to nose tackle. Roberts back to the Steelers at inside the way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we let Roberts go. Roberts was so good, and we let him go for Malik Harrison. And I think we only signed Harrison because he had a Raven on his helmet. Like, Harrison was not that great. No, man. But glad to have him back. Hopefully we get Harrison out of there. And yeah, Black, yes, he seems to be legit. I think so. He's like a Casey Hampton type of guy. And that's what we've been missing, I feel like. So really excited for that. Actually getting excited for football this year. I think it has a lot to do with the Pirates season. Yeah, possibly. Hockey begins next month as well, preseason. Yep. If I can wear a hoodie year-round. Oh, yeah. No, same here. I totally would. Again, I always turn down the temperature in the house to wear the hoodie because not exactly cool down here in Texas. All right, appreciate you guys again. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 715. We'll see if that happens. If not, we'll try to get back to 710. It's all good. I know I definitely lost some subs for the post I made, but that's what we're going to have to do in order to protect the channel. And, of course, you know, just everything here. Trying to keep it going. Everything is for the long term, folks. I promise. I promise. All right. Flores, again, will lead off for the Pirates in the top of the third. Again, a rare start for him, but we'll probably see a little bit more from him with Endy Rodriguez going to the DL, the 10-day DL. Hopefully it's not a big injury or a long stint, but I have a feeling that might be the case. Let's go on. Jason, welcome on in as Flores fouls this back 0-1. Flores still with an OPS over 700, though it has been kind of tailing down as of late. Just like the Pirates, are you from Pittsburgh? I love all things professional sports Pittsburgh. So that's in their 0-2. I'm not from the area. Well, I'm from Pennsylvania, but not from Pittsburgh. I was just raised to be a Steeler fan by my dad, who was a Steeler and Pirate fan. And we're very casual into hockey, but I really did enjoy watching hockey last year, so that might fuel something going forward. 0-2 to Flores. Phillips kicks and delivers in the dirt. It's 1-2, 83 on the curveball. Ashcraft doing his job. So far, so good. What do the posts pertain to? Just going to back off on the Pirates coverage a little bit. Going to go back to kind of what I was doing last year. Here's the 1-2, and that's a ground ball to short as Lopez throws to first for outs. Number 1. So less Pirates. More so other games, but, you know, we'll still cover some Pirates games, but not as many. Spencer Horwitz digging in is 1 for 1. Again, trying to get back on track. Hasn't been the same since coming back from injury. But he is 1 for 1 today. Phillips kicks and delivers. That's going to be in there 0-1. And also did say that during Pirate games, I would be a neutral. I'll go back to like what I do for non-Pirate games, just a neutral broadcaster. I mean, I'll probably still pull, obviously, on camera for him, but not too much. The 0-1 as Horwitz sends this to right, but it's more height than distance. It's still up there, and he makes the catch now, Casey, for outs number 2. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, 0 for 1 today. And he is Mr. Glass, yeah. Let's go, Danny. Welcome on in. I know you'll like that, Sean. I know you will. Lau digging in again, 0 for 1. Struck out in his first appearance. The pitch as Lau fouls it back 0-1. Phillips at 41 pitches here with 2 outs in the third. The pitch. That's a breaking ball downstairs. It's called a strike 0-2. Lau didn't like the call at all. He's going to ask for time. He didn't like it. But again, he could have challenged. 0-2 count to Lau. Shout out to Tucker. Spit everywhere. Oh my gosh, here's the 0-2 to Lau. That's a swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Ramirez with it. Throws to first for outs number 3. The inning is over. What the heck was that? But yeah, shout out to Tucker. There you go. I guess from Steve there. So we go to the bottom of the third, 0-0 in Miami. Due up for the Marlins. Sorry. Is Owen Casey, Javier Sanoja, and Esteury Ruiz. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. Again, here is the wild card standings for the National League. All right, we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed that commercial break. Just kidding. There's no commercial play. I mean, I don't know. It could have been a commercial. But anyway, the Indians and the Tigers 0-0. Reds leading 3-1 over the White Sox. And the Mariners and the Yankees 0-0. So there you go. Again, the Marlins still very much alive. Still very much... again, the Pirates, you know, they're on life support, but they are still alive. But definitely need to turn it around now or never. Of course, again, if you are enjoying the broadcast, make sure, again, to sub to the channel. It is free. It is free, folks. We cover a lot here. Again, it's more of an NFL channel, but of course, during the offseason, we cover a lot of baseball. Been covering a lot of the Pirates. Maybe not as much going into the future, but we will, of course, cover them as well as other quality baseball games featuring teams, of course, that are either high up on the list or trying to get, you know, higher up. I think it'll be a pretty fun conclusion of the baseball season, at least for the baseball fan in you. And of course, again, the NFL, we cover a lot of it. It is an NFL channel. We'll cover the most NFL on YouTube. Almost did that last year. Almost covered the most. Not quite. But this year it will happen. Again, 5 NFL games each week. At least. The pitch to Casey. That's going to be in there at the knees. 0-1. Casey didn't seem to like the call. I think he may have had a legitimate gripe, but maybe not. I don't know. Regardless, 0-1 to Casey. Ashcraft delivers, so that's going to be fouled back. 0-2, 98 goes the fastball. Again, if you're just tuning in, we got a pitcher's duel so far. 0-0 in Miami. 0-2, and Casey does ask for time. Ahoy, crew members. How's it going? Spencer, welcome on in. Just hanging out. Calling some baseball as always. Here's the 0-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball in the dirt. That is now 4 strikeouts for Braxton Ashcraft. That'll bring up Javier Sanoja, batting .276, OPS of .727, 4 homers, and 42 RBIs. You can see the breaking ball there. Again, that kind of serves as a replay for those watching. The pitch, taking all the way, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. So Sanoja kind of had a feel that Ashcraft would put it out of the zone, and Ashcraft did not like that. 1-0 count to Sanoja. He sets, he kicks, and fires. That's a grounder to short. Jacob Gonzalez boots it. Nick Gonzalez has it, throws to first, and he is safe. That was pretty wild. Gonzalez fumbles the ball, but then Nick Gonzalez picks it up and fires it to first because it happened to go his way. But unfortunately for him, not able to get him in time. Sanoja kind of hustling down the line. Gonzalez to Gonzalez, then to Horwitz. That is I'm going to go with an error. Looks like they will as well. That'll bring up Esteury Ruiz. The pitch showing bunt. It is down, and it is also foul. 0-1, 91 of the slider. So again, looks like the Marlins, they will try to play small ball to advance the runner into scoring position. Crafted 30 pitches here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. A little bit of delay, but we're going to be all right. Don't know if the batter is not appearing there. I'll try to change that for you guys in a moment. 0-1 to Ruiz. Pickoff attempt. He is safe. Ball gets a little bit away, but not too far away. Still 0-1. He's going to make the catch, but I think he would have been safe regardless. 0-1 count to Ruiz. Runner on first. Ruiz, or pardon me, the runner on first. Sanoja looking pretty aggressive there. That's a swing and a bunt and a miss, I should say. 0-2. Ruiz missing the bunt. Would have been in the strike zone anyway. Really don't bunt with 2 strikes. Triolo backing off a little bit. 0-2 to Ruiz. That's a ground ball to short. Possible double play. There's one. Throws to first. He is safe. Ruiz with some speed, beating it out. 2 outs. That'll bring up Jacob Marcy, the top of the order. He did strike out in his first appearance. Showing the first batter of the game, where again he pitched pretty much, well, everything to begin the at-bat out of the zone. Then settled in and attacked him. This is Marcy. The pitch. That's upstairs. Throw to second. He is out. Oh, what a throw from Flores. Flores again. He just has so much. He has struggled so much from behind the plate, but that is actually a very nice throw on the money. A one-hopper gets Ruiz. We go to the top of the 4-0-0 in Miami. Nice throw. Nice dart from Rafael Flores. 2 up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, and Esmelin Valdez. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out for this one. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 10,715 prior to tonight's game. If that doesn't happen, it's whatever. It's all good. But that's the goal today. And, of course, again, I will be covering the Packers and the Steelers. A heads up, though, again, I'm unsure on how it's going to work because, again, I only have NFL Network. I don't live in the area. So I'll be at the mercy of NFL Network, and they have a game apparently scheduled to start 2 hours after the Steelers and Packers game starts. So I don't know if that implies that they're going to cut away from coverage in the fourth quarter. If that does happen again, I do apologize. I will be at the mercy of NFL Network and what they decide to do. I think that's ridiculous, but hopefully that's just wrong. Hopefully that doesn't mean, hopefully that's just an error on their parts. So, again, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. 707, thank you very much. Dust off those cones. Yep, Pirates need to get that offense going. Once promising offense has sputtered. Of course, again, have had their fair share of injuries. O'Neal Cruz, I think, had a pair of hits last night in his rehab assignment. I think, again, he should be back tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. Ashcraft liking Flores, giving him a big hug. There in the dugout again, Flores firing it to second, and that's a nice throw and a good tag by Gonzalez. The pitch to Reynolds, that's up and away, ball one. We're underway here in the top of the fourth. Kind of a quick-moving game so far. Phillips at 44 pitches to begin the fourth. The 1-0 to Reynolds. That's taken downstairs 2-0, 83 on the curveball. (2-0) to Brian Reynolds. Again, grounded out in his first appearance as Reynolds fouls this back 2-1. Again, one of the many Pirates that were just playing so great prior to the All-Star break. Just kind of sputtered out of control. 2-1. Here is the pitch. That's up and away. 3-1 to Brian Reynolds. 83 on the sweeper. But yeah, so it was a very nice thrown out there, Steel Town. Very much was. Just don't really see that from him at all, to be honest. And hopefully that's more to come, as that's going to be just outside. Ball 4. But it looks like he's going to challenge. I think he's going to win. I think that may have caught the zone. So that'll make the count full. 3-2. And that is a good challenge by Ramirez. That'll keep Reynolds at the plate. Can't speak all of a sudden, but that's all the time. That's all the time now, I suppose. 3-2. Phillips begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That is in the dirt, ball 4. So Reynolds will now take first. Leadoff base runner for the Pirates. Second time today that has happened. And that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. He will wake up and he will make his appearance on stream. Gonzalez 0 for 1 today. Or no, never mind. He is 1 for 1. They gave him a hit. I didn't think they would there, but they did. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 0-1. How's it going, Magic Man? Welcome on in. Hopefully all is well. I know the Brewers had a rough series with the Padres, but I imagine they look to get back on track against the Doyers. 0-1 to Speedy. The pitch. And that's a check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 2. That was in the dirt. Scrap will save the day. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. 0-2 count. The pitch. Gonzalez sending this to center field. Marcy is under it already. Makes the catch. Throws it in. That is 1 out. All right, that'll bring up Eswillan Valdez. 0 for 1 in this one again. Runner on first, 1 out. Brewers, who are they? It's football season. I guess so. You are correct. It is. I don't know. Again, the Brewers, they could still make something happen in October. Pickoff attempt. Reynolds is safe. Phillips checking on the runner. The pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Throw to second. Reynolds is safe. Reynolds taking a bag. And the catcher implying that he was interfered with. Reynolds was not touched. He is safe. So he's in scoring position. 0-1 count to Valdez. So a base hit could open up the scoring here in Miami. 0-1 count. Phillips looking. The pitch. And that's inside. 1-1. 95 on the sinker. It's been a while since the last Pirates home run. That is true. One day, I'm sure it'll happen again. We may see it. Reynolds now worried about Phillips, leaning back to second. Here is the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike two. So, DJ, welcome on in. 1-2 count to Valdez. Runner on second, one out. Phillips at 55 pitches. Again, he's a guy that they usually pull after 5 innings based on his recent history. 1-2 to the Magician, the pitch. And that's a tapper foul. Trying to hold up. And it's a good thing he made contact because I believe that was in the strike zone. Well, that was pretty odd. Ramirez yelling at or someone was yelling at Ramirez from the Marlins dugout. Here's the 1-2. Called strike three. He struck him out. That is a huge out there for Phillips. That is out number 2, and that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. 0 for 1. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Football is back. It is. Making pulled pork and baby back ribs. Nice. Very nice. Did Valdez change his swing? I don't know. I think he's just lacking confidence. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. He could have reverted back to what he was at the beginning. Again, when he was initially called up, he was... They showed like a... I don't know. Like he was definitely different. So I don't know. They'd have to show the video. People will see it. That's off the plate. 1-1, 84 in the sweeper. Couldn't quite get the back corner. Again, a runner on second for the Pirates. 2 outs. Phillips looks back. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Phillips at 60 pitches. 1-2 counts. Looks back and delivers grounder to first, and he will take care of it himself. Steps on the bag for out number 3. He gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the 4-0-0 in Miami. 2 up for the Marlins will be the top of the order. It's going to be Jacob Marcy, Xavier Edwards, and Otto Lopez. Pitching duel. Yep. That's what the Pirates can hope for, essentially, going forward. And the offense has yet to really wake up. Seem, I'm assuming that you're a little bit behind. Whenever you get to this, make sure to press the live button, because I think you might be a few minutes. Maybe. I could be wrong. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 150 likes. We'll see if that happens. We are at 85. Almost. I mean, we're over halfway there. So trying to get to 100, and then, of course, trying to get to 150. Of course, just liking the stream will push the stream out to more Pirate fans, Marlin fans, and baseball fans just trying to catch the game. All right, we can check out scores real quick. May as well. We got time. The Tigers leading 1-0 over the Indians. White Sox 4, Reds 3, Mariners and the Yankees 0-0. Glutton for punishment. Still gotta cover something, you know. I don't know. This was either this or the White Sox and Reds. But I was not going to really... I didn't really have any interest in that. It's going Hola Junior. ¿Cómo estás? Like, I'm just doing the neutral. I'm a neutral guy now. Neutral. That's really the only way I can mentally cover the Pirates at this point. But going back to, again, I don't know if you've tuned into neutral broadcast when I cover other games, but, you know, I usually do the polo. Try to look presentable. Try to act accordingly. That's in there. Wasn't called a strike. Flores will challenge. I believe he'll win this challenge. Taking it away there, but it does get it. Yes, 0-1 catching the back corner. Jacob Marcy struck out in his first appearance. So 0-1 count to Marcy. The 0-1, that's going to be hit to second. Gonzalez couldn't quite get there. That is a base hit, a leadoff single for the Marlins. That's the first time they've had a leadoff base runner, so we'll see what they decide to do with Xavier Edwards. Again, the Marlins do like to play small ball. Edwards walked in his first appearance. Sorry there, CJ. Yeah, that's tough. Ashcraft sets, kicks, and delivers. That's in there, 0-1. Edwards thought about challenging, does not. Had he challenged, he would have lost. You're used to this. Well, again, I'm used to this too, but again, I disagree. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm trying to not get baited by some of you people. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul, and it's 0-2. 0-2 count to Edwards. Again, Ashcraft at 37 pitches has been pretty efficient up to this point. Oh, and 2. Looks like there's going to be a timeout called there by Edwards. Again, if you're just joining us, 0-0. Haven't really missed much. Haven't missed much at all. Marlins might be cooking up something, though, here in the bottom of the fourth. Ashcraft holding the pitch. That's a grounder to second. Possible double play. There's one. Throw to first. He got him. That's a double play. The second double play of the game for the Pirates. Pirates defense looking much better today. Albeit there was an error already, but still, you don't really see many double plays for the Pirates. Maybe for the offense, not for the defense. So just like that, 2 outs. That'll bring up Otto Lopez, who grounded into a double play in his first appearance. Gonzalez just not going to defense, as that is a bunt, but that's going to be a foul ball, 0-1. Nick Gonzalez. Yeah, but it was Jacob Gonzalez that had the error. I think, I honestly, both Gonzalez's just may not be good at defense, to be honest. Let's go on. Kitty, welcome on in. Go Pirates. How's it going? It's going. Let's see what the Steelers do, yeah. We'll see. 0-1 to Lopez. Lopez taking his time to get back into the box again. 0-0 here in Miami. Lopez does step out. I don't know, just making Ashcraft wait. Ashcraft again. He's a guy that pitches really fast. He wants to get on with it. 0-1 count to Lopez. That's high and in. 1-1 was a curveball, so I don't think there was any intent there. 1-1 to Lopez. He sets and delivers. That is tapped foul. It's off his foot. It's 1-2. One and two count to Otto Lopez. Ashcraft begins the windup. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is now 5 strikeouts for Braxton Ashcraft as we go to the top of the 5th, 0-0 in Miami. Due up for the Pirates will be Jake Mangum, Jared Triolo, and Rafael Flores. Marlins with just one hit. That was the Marcy single to lead off the inning. The Pirates, of course, with 2. So you're not really getting much from either team. Not getting much from either team. Ashcraft with 5 strikeouts. The Phillips with 4. So again, a quality pitching from these guys, Phillips and Ashcraft. Looking to lower that ERA there for Ashcraft, and same thing with Phillips. Again, of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. It is free. Trying to grow the channel even more. Trying to get to 710 again. Hopefully get to 715, but 710. 10,710. We'll see if that is doable. Hopefully, again, you are enjoying it. Of course, again, if you love the NFL, that is where the channel does shine. NFL and college football. Make sure to sub to the channel for that. Again, at least 5 NFL games every week. At least. At least. So make sure to do that. Make sure to sub it up. Welcome back, Miss Donna. I know you're working. I believe you were. I don't know if you're still at work, but welcome on in. Yep, 0-0 in Miami, Florida. Wonder where the Marlins are going after this. They travel to Cincinnati. Marlins at the Reds for 3-game series. Then they're at the Phillies. As for the Pirates, they will host the Red Sox, and then they host the Tigers. All right, we are back. Phillips having some issues with the pitch comm, and looks like we'll have a delay, a mini delay on Dr. Delay. Kelly's so bad he's going to pull Ashcraft. Yeah, right, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Thank you again for the sub. I do appreciate it. We're at 708. Would not surprise me in the slightest. That would be ridiculous, honestly. That would just be... Ugh. But yeah, if he keeps pitching like this, man, just let him go the entire way. It does not matter. Doesn't matter at this point. I mean, I don't know. Hail to Pitt football. Appreciate you, Matt. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I don't know. 7-5, 8-4. We'll see. Hopefully they have a nice year. All right, we're back. Again, Mangum 0 for 1. Here is the pitch as Mangum sends this to right center field. Oh, and Casey on the run and cannot make the catch. Mangum is going to first. He's going to second. He may go to third. The throw is in. He's sliding and safe at third for a triple. Casey giving it a nice run, just could not get there in time, putting his body on the line. Mangum, of course, he is speedy and can move and takes advantage as the Pirates with the base runner just 90 feet away as they're looking to open up the scoring because, again, a pitcher's duel has been pretty much, well, I mean, just inches away. Wow, Casey. You got to feel for Casey and the Marlins. So a triple for Mangum, and that'll bring up Jared Triolo. Here is the pitch to Triolo. Swing and a miss, strike one. And I don't know what happened there. A little bit of a... Oh, they're going to call a balk! Wow, they're calling a balk! Mangum doesn't know what to do. Wow, the Pirates have just scored due to a balk call. The Pirates lead 1-0. I guess hoist the cones for the Pirates. The Pirates lead 1-0 thanks to a balk. Yeah, I heard something. I heard someone shout. Wow. That is a pretty messed up call in my opinion. Here is the pitch. That's downstairs, ball one. Essentially, what Phillips did was he just pitched from the windup. There's no... To me, that's a bad call. The Pirates were gifted a run. But there's no argument from the Marlins dugout. The pitch. Triolo sends this to center field. This would have been deep enough to score the run anyway. As Marcy, oh, that's gone! It's off his glove and it goes over the wall! Oh, clear the deck! Cannonball coming for the Pirates! Jared Triolo with home run number 2. Marcy has been playing so good. You're expecting him to make the catch, but no, he couldn't make the catch. And it goes over the wall for a home run. 2-0 Pirates just like that. Jared Triolo. And you don't really see this too often, but it was 95 right down the middle. Triolo able to give it a good ride. Looks like it would have hit the top of the wall. Wow. And Marcy couldn't believe it. So 2-0 Pirates in a blink of an eye. Phillips, again, you got to feel bad for him because he's pitched so well. But his last 2 batters, a triple and a homer. Now, they are reviewing. If the ball went off the glove, hit the wall, then over, then it would be, I believe, a double. But if it didn't hit the wall, then I believe, of course, it's going to stand as a home run. This is unbelievable. And yeah, that didn't go. That hit his glove and went over the wall. Did not hit the wall. That is a home run. Jared Triolo with his 2nd homer of the season, giving the Pirates a 2-0 lead here in Miami. Is this the first lead of the series? I mean, it feels like it for the Pirates. The Marlins, again, have pretty much just owned the Pirates. This is Rafael Flores. That's in there 0-1. 94 on the sinker. Flores grounded out in his first appearance. Phillips kicks and delivers. That is a tapper foul, and it's 0-2. No doubt. Well, I don't know about it. Was not a no-doubter, but definitely counts the same, though. 0-2 counts to Rafael Flores. Just tuning in, again, a triple and then a balk. Scores the run, and then, of course, Triolo with the solo shot off the glove that gets over the wall. If that is called strike 3, he struck him out. Flores goes down looking as Phillips looks to get back on track. That'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates. Horwitz steps up. He is 1 for 2 on the day. It's going Pittsburgh. Good to see you, man. Hopefully all is well. Good to see you. Here's the pitch. That is up and away, ball 1. Pittsburgh, of course, an OG of the channel. Has been here since last year. It's going Big D. Hopefully doing well. I'm doing okay. Hanging out. Yes, I'll be doing the game tonight. Here's the 1-0. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. 101. 83 on the sweeper. We'll get to see Weaver. Yeah, Weaver would only be his 2nd appearance, I think. We'll see. The 1-1 to Horwitz. That's a grounder to 2nd and handled well by Edwards. Throws to first for out number 2. That was that had a lot of heat on it. But Edwards looking cool and composed. That'll bring up Brandon Lau. Struck out twice in this one. And it's the Charlie Hustle Award. Yep, he hustles, Matt. Thank you, Norman, for the jewels. Appreciate it. W's in the chat for Norman. Here's the pitch to Lau. That's a tapper. That goes backwards. That is a foul ball. 2-0 Pirates. We'll see if that's contagious. The bottom of the order getting it done. 0-1 to Brandon Lau. Phillips kicks and fires. That's in the dirt. 101, 86 on the splitter. Jay, welcome on in. Appreciate you, man. Phillips begins his windup. Here is the pitch way outside. 2-1, 81 on the curveball. Phillips again mowing down Pirates batters for the first 4 innings. The 2-1 allow, and that's ripped, but that is also foul. 2-2. Appreciate you, Big D, again. You know, I don't want to. I don't know. It's again like preseason to me. Again, I can't get as excited for it, and I need to get back into it. The Hall of Fame game, I was definitely rough. I definitely need to work myself back into it. But yeah, definitely the best part of the channel is that's off the plate. 3-2, 85 on the sweeper. Welcome on in, Clayton. Appreciate you, man. Let's go on Trisk. Miss Pittsburgh, welcome on in. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be fouled back. Still 3-2 to Brandon Lau. Half day down. Yep. Your first day of school, I believe, right? Your last first day of school. That is tough. 3-2 to Brandon Lau. Phillips sets, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Brandon Lau struck out 3 times today, but the Pirates do get 2 across thanks to a balk and a Jared Triolo home run off the glove of Jacob Marcy. So 2-0 Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 up for the Marlins will be Griffin Conine, Augustine Ramirez, and Leo Jimenez. Connor Griffin, he strikes me as a Charlie Hustle kind of guy. All in. Yeah, no, he's definitely, yes, I think we got a good one in Connor Griffin. Dark delay was a bit scary. Was he really? I don't know about all that. Was it a PG-13 stream last night just because of the hood? I don't think so. I didn't really say anything too crazy. Very scary. I'm sure you were terrified, Maggie. Welcome on in, Maggie. All right, folks, make sure, of course, to hit the like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow the channel even more, of course, through these dark times. So I do appreciate that. And, of course, again, we got scores on the bottom for you, just in case you're wondering what's happening. As you can see, in the Reds and the White Sox, 4-4 at the end of 3. Eugenio Suarez with the home run. That is pretty cool. Again, I look forward to seeing that throughout the NFL season. We'll get to see if the NFL works. Actually, I didn't see any NFL. Ooh, actually, yeah. Give me a sec. Give me 1 sec. I need to check that. That is a little bit concerning. See if the NFL works tonight. Score bugs. Ticker. The ticker. No, that's actually the wrong ticker. Looks like it's not going to work again tonight, so that's kind of concerning. First week of football doesn't work. All right, so that means I have to make my own score bug. Well, that's good to know. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. As we're back underway. Griffin Conine at the plate again. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Or today, I should say, as that's going to find the strike zone 1-1. Ashcraft at 44 pitches. Again, has been very efficient thus far. 1-1 to Conine, the pitch, and that's at the knees. 1-2, 96 on the sinker. Hope the Pirates get back on track. Would be nice. We'll see. We'll see. Hola, Manny Gomez Das, as that's going to be scooped to right center. That is going to drop in for a base hit. I think that could be 2. Mangum is there. He's going to throw it to second, and that'll keep Conine at first. The hustle from Mangum getting there quickly. Keeping Conine at first. That is huge. Of course, again, the Marlins, they might be setting him. We'll see. They might want to test out Flores again. That'll bring up Augustine Ramirez, 0 for 1 today. Ashcraft delivers. That's a chopper to short. Possible double play. Throw to second for 1. Throws to first. He got him. That's another double play. That is 3 double plays The Marlins have found themselves in. Wow. You don't really see this much. That is definitely helping out Ashcraft for sure. Jimenez looks at a pitch for a called strike, 0 for 1. He's 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-1 to Jimenez is a swing and a miss, strike 2. 97 on the sinker. We will take it. Let's go Pirates. 0-2 to Jimenez. Ashcraft kicks and delivers. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Jimenez will challenge and he will lose this challenge. We will go to the top of the 6th, 2-0 Pirates. Jimenez loses. 3 strikes. You're out. That is now 6 strikeouts for Ashcraft. Top of the 6th coming up. Give me 1 sec, folks. I'll be right back. Doing it for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, and Esmeralyn Valdez. I got you, Anthony. I appreciate you, man. I understand. Let's go to Detroit. Welcome on in, Detroit girl. It's crazy. It is crazy. A lot of stuff happening right now. But appreciate you for hanging out with us. Let's see what's going on across baseball. I think the Tigers are playing Detroit Tigers, I want to say. Yep, they're leading 1-0 over the Indians right now on the top of the 6th. Reds and the White Sox 4-4, and the Mariners won. Yankees nothing. All right, again, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. Trying to get to 150 or 114. It is going to be close. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. And, of course, make sure to sub to the channel. Trying to get to 710 once again. I was told that was low expectations, but hey, I think I know. How things are trending. I think I know. It's like I've done this for, 16 or 17 months now. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out regardless of all this. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good game. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Again, Pirates, Red Sox, game 1 of a 3-game series, which I will be on the air for sure. After that, again, we'll just see how it goes. But we'll have a lot of baseball though, regardless, whether it's Pirates or not. And of course, again tonight, Packers Steelers, first game again. I'm at the mercy of NFL Network, so hopefully it doesn't throw me off like in the 4th quarter. That's what I'm worried about, but I can guarantee you I'll cover as much as the TV will let me. 1-0 to Reynolds. The pitch. That's downstairs, 2-0. Catcher trying to frame it to get the call. Reynolds 0 for 1 with the walk. Will the Steelers win? I don't know. I just want to see how Howard and Aller look. That's in their 2-1. Do I think they're the future? No, but it's still good to see where they're at. 2-1 to Reynolds. That misses upstairs, 3-1. 94 on the sinker. Phillips again still out there. Kane Gibson, a lefty. He is warming up for the Marlins. The 3-1. That's in there. 3-2 to Brian Reynolds. Appreciate your background. Yeah, I'm sorry, but had to do it. Thank you, Big D. I hope so. That's where I've gotten, even now, it's still where I've gotten most of my subs from. 6,000 of my subscribers from last year's NFL season. The pitch, and that is fouled back. And it's still 3-2. Vikings will win the NFC North. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be tough there, Matt. 3-2 to Brian Reynolds. Phillips sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a ground ball up the middle, but Lopez is there, throws to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, 1 for 2 on the day. Just need some NFL football right now. Yep. Hello, Castillo going for the Marlins. Phillips sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a breaking ball in there, and it's 0-1 to Speedy Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 2. Again, leads the MLB in multi-hit baseball games. That's pretty cool. That's going to be hit to the left, and that is going to get down. That is off the gloves of Sanoja, and Gonzalez will be safe. At first, I thought he could have made it to second, but maybe expected to, I don't know. But hey, we'll take it. He's on at first. That is going to be his second hit, and again, that'll extend his multi-hit game. I guess that's a stat, but he's got 48 now. Multi-hit games. That leads all of MLB. So runner on first, 1 out. That'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Valdez 0 for 2 on the day. Doing the Steelers game, yes. Let's go. Dante took the Marlins money line. Gotcha, Dante. Good luck. They definitely can still come back for sure. So that's in the dirt, 1-1. Definitely won't count out the Marlins. Gonzalez at first, 1 out. Phillips at 88 pitches. Again, not too sure how much longer he'll go. They have a lefty up. The Pirates have a righty switch hitter. A righty and a righty coming up, so I imagine they want to save him for the next inning. I don't know. 1-1 count the pitch. That's taken for a called strike 1-2. 95 on the sinker. Sorry, Manny. No can do. Cannot show you English. I don't know. I'm not a good teacher. The 1-2 as Valdez sends this foul. I appreciate you, Burley, with the bacon and lemons, as always. Righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. I guess that'll kind of work here. 1-2, Phillips. He sets, he fires. Downstairs, 2-2, 86 on the splitter. Valdez kind of got on track yesterday. Again, was 1 for 3 with a sac fly. 2-2 to Valdez. The pitch. That's a ground ball to short. That gets past Lopez for a base hit. Marcy is there. Throws to second, and we have runners on the corners for the Pirates with just 1 out. Valdez again, maybe getting back into it again. We're obviously missing the power that he had, but had a really great stretch there for over a month. So that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez is a lefty, so I guess that's the guy I forgot. I forgot Jacob Gonzalez was a lefty. But so I guess that's who they're going to bring him out for. But I don't know. I don't know if the Pirates will change it up. Then again, Triolo's playing, so I don't know. So they're going to go with the matchup here. They're going to take out Phillips. They're going to bring in the lefty to face Jacob Gonzalez. And yes, I'll be doing Steelers-Packers tonight. Again, I'll cover as much as, I don't know. Again, I don't know why the NFL Network decided to have a game 2 hours after. That's going to be a little odd. I just hope that they keep it until the Steelers game is over. ¿Tú conoces a alguien de Venezuela? No. Yo soy mexicano. Mexicano-americano. Pero americano. Con mexicano sangre, I guess? I don't know. I have no idea what I really just said. I think I know what I said, but I don't really know. How's it going, Tim? Welcome on in. Yeah, I don't know. The Pirates were not going to be selling there, Tim. But again, thank you guys for hanging out, though, for sure. Should be a fun one tonight. Should be fun. But, of course, again, hopefully you're enjoying this one. Again, make sure to sub to the channel. 2 subs away from 710. Almost there. Make sure to sub it up. Make sure to sub it up. Ashcraft going to 8 strikeouts. What's he at 6? Now he could. He could. It'd be cool, Jeremiah, to see. Muy bien español. No. No, Manny. No, Manny. It was only a matter of time for the league caught up with the Magician. Yeah, I know. But that is still crazy. 14 homers and 140 at-bats. Yeah, he was crushing it. All right, so they brought out the lefty, Gibson, to face Gonzalez. The pitch, he shows bunt, pulls back, it's in there anyway, 0-1. Again, runners on the corners, 1 out. Pirates looking to give themselves more insurance. Cade Gibson, a 5.52 ERA, but again, you can pretty much subtract 2 or 3 runs from that because he's a lefty. The 0-1, that's way outside 1-1. Everyone like it's up. Appreciate you, Burley. Pirates pen sell job coming. Yeah, maybe. Can you imagine if Cruz, O'Hearn, and Griffin were in this lineup? Yep, I know. It's what if. 1-1 to Jacob Gonzalez. He kicks and fires. That's going to catch the outside corner. Not called a strike, but he's going to challenge. I believe he's going to win this challenge. It's going to be 1-2 to Gonzalez. Yep, just barely caught it. Good challenge there by Ramirez. And it'll be 1-2. 21 more likes. Let's go. Almost at 150. Gibson sets and fires. That's going to be poked. Foul. Just got a piece of it. That was way outside, but again, Gonzalez just unsure. To be honest, though, I mean, I'd rather him go down looking because, I don't know, this is kind of a double play type of situation the Pirates would kind of find themselves in with the matchup right now. The 1-2, that's in the dirt. 2-2, 81 on the curveball. Gibson sets. Kicks and delivers. Outside 3-2. So he works it full. So good battle there by Gonzalez. Jake Mangum is on deck. Three and 2. The pitch. And that is going to be spoiled and fouled back. We'll do it again. That was just outside, but again, it's a lot of break there. He's starting pretty much at Gonzalez's body, and it's breaking out over the plate and ending up outside. You just can't really tell. I mean, just so much break on these pitches by Gibson. Three and 2 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. Able to work the walk. So bases are loaded for Jake Mangum, who again had a triple and scored on a balk. And the Pirates leading 2-0, looking to extend their lead. The Marlins will have the infield in. Let's go on, Bengals. Welcome on in. No Sith Lord. Nope. Here is the pitch. Way upstairs. The ball bounces back, though, to catcher. Ball 1. Ramirez trying to tell Gibson to step back, but Gibson, I guess, didn't see it or ignored it. Kind of like what Framber Valdez did. I don't think he saw it. Wow. That is pretty crazy. 1-0 to Mangum. Gibson readies, kicks, and delivers. That's a chopper foul, and it's 1-1. Granny time. I don't know if that happens with Jake Mangum. That would be pretty crazy. 4 homers on the season, though, for Mangum. 1-1. Gibson kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 88 on the changeup. Pretty big situation for both teams here. Again, the Marlins trying to keep this a manageable game. The Pirates trying to break it open. Looks like Mangum does ask for time. We'll see. Let's go, Darren. No, you're good. You are correct. You are correct. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. And Gibson now having some problems. Looks like the pitch comm is not working. So another delay here on Dr. Delay. This is now the second time it's happened for the Marlins. For September, Dr. Delay. Now, that might happen, Rob. We'll see. I don't know. That's what I did last year. I called a lot of Pirates games, but I also was a lot more flexible. That may happen. We'll see. But the Pirates do have I mean, what kind of helps, you know, as far as August coverage, the Pirates are playing the Red Sox, the Tigers, the Dodgers, the Padres, so a lot of teams that are very much in or around the playoffs. So a lot of relevant games for the Pirates coming up, and so they fixed the issue, but now Ramirez is going to come out and talk to Gibson. So again, I don't know what's going on, but Ramirez and Gibson are clearly not on the same page. Yes, Itzy and Will. Again, I don't know how the NFL Network thing is going to work, because that's how I'm going to be able to watch the game. That's it, like on the NFL Network, not living in the area, of course. But apparently, NFL Network has a game starting at 7, which is the Steelers game, and then a game at 9. And as everyone knows, football games are not 2 hours. So I don't know. I'm going to feel so bad if I have to, like, at the third, you know, at the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, they cut away. But there will be no way for me to watch the game, so I don't know. But I'm going to be able to cover it at least for the first 3 quarters, I imagine. So I don't know. I'm going to be really annoyed if that were to be the case. Have 6-inning drawn innings. Please don't make a run. Sorry there, Mac. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Good luck, though. Good luck. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mangum. That's in the dirt. 2-2. Got a lot of delays here with the pitch comm. Gibson, Ramirez clearly not on the same page. They might have to rely on the old signs. Seems to be working now, though. 2-2. The pitch. That hits Mangum in the foot. Ball 4. It's not going to be ball 4, but he was hit by a pitch. And it's going to be a walk. The Pirates will score a run. And it's 3-0. Hoist a cone. Pirate fans. Gonzalez scores, and the Pirates are up by a field goal. Steelers leading 3-0 over the Dolphins. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo, who hit a home run in his last appearance. The pitch. Triolo ground ball. That squeezes through between short and third for a base hit. That'll score a run. That may score 2. Throws to the plate. Not in time. The Pirates lead 5-0. A 2 RBI single for the Pirates. And the move to the pen does not work for the Marlins. Again, they brought in the lefty, and that's been the Pirates' killer this year. A hanging breaking ball, able to muscle it out. Again, the infield's in, too. So runners now at first and second for the Pirates, with Rafael Flores at the plate. Niners preseason. Yeah, I think JG9's doing it. I think he's covering something. I forgot what it was. Probably going to win this one and maybe 9 more in a row. Yeah, maybe. What's the story about hoisting the cone? It's just the Fanatics messed up on a shirt. It's supposed to be hoist the colors. And, yeah, they went with hoist the cone, and the Pirates players just ended up doing it. Just like that's our motto this year. Is it still winnable for the Marlins? It still is, Joshua. But, yeah, it's kind of shocking, though. I did not expect this. Here's the pitch. That's in there 0-1. Rafael Flores again 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in his last appearance. Appreciate you, Joshua, for hanging out. But, yeah, definitely a surprising turn of events. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. 87 on the changeup. Flores again has been struggling at the plate as of late. I'm in an abusive relationship with the Pirates. Carson, yeah, I think that's every Pirate fan right now. Oh, and 2 to Rafael Flores. Gibson looks back. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Flores 0 for 3. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Let's keep it going. It'll be nice. Will be nice for the Pirates. Because, man, oh man, it has been a rough stretch for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1 to Horwitz. Horwitz, again, not good against lefties. Recorded hits against him before. It has happened before, believe it or not. The 1-0 to Horwitz. That's taken outside 2-0. Gibson just cannot hit the strike zone. There's a challenge, and I believe that's going to cost the Marlins there. Ramirez has been pretty good, but yeah, I think he's just trying to help out his pitcher. That is outside. The Marlins will be out of challenges for the remainder of these 9 innings. How do you watch games? MLB, I have MLB TV. NFL, I have YouTube TV, and then the YouTube Sunday Ticket, the NFL Sunday Ticket. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Here's the 2-0. That's inside 3 and 0. And, of course, I have Prime for Thursday nights. Yeah. If I were not doing this, I would not have gotten tickets. I would not have gotten all that other stuff, but kind of have to. Here's the 3-0. That's in there, 3-1. 81 on the sweeper to Spencer Horwitz. Ashcraft is just hopping up and down. He's ready to go. He's been sitting for a while, so he may have lost his mojo. I don't know, but he's definitely been playing or pitching well today. 3-1 to Horwitz. The pitch, and that finds the strike zone. 3-2. 80 on the sweeper. Miami ping pong play today, win, tomorrow lose. Gotcha, Kim. Yeah, the Marlins, though, again, they took the first 2 against the Pirates, so it's already a good series for the Marlins. The 3-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Pirates do extend their lead. 3 runs here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates 5, Marlins nothing. Due up for the Marlins will be Owen Casey, Javier Sanoja, and Asturi Ruiz. 10 wins in a row. That's all we need. Yeah, that's all. That's it. That is it. Positive Pittsburgh fan. There we go. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Let's see where we're at on likes. We're only 6 likes away from 150. That is our goal. Trying to hit it. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. We're 2 subscribers away from 10,710. Make sure to Make sure to sub it up. It is free. Again, make sure to do it. All right, the Tigers leading 2-0 over the Indians. The Reds leading 8-4 over the White Sox. The Mariners won, Yankees nothing. And then that is it. The White Sox were to win, and the Pirates were to win. The Pirates would not be in last place anymore, but it appears the Reds are on it today. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the other sub. Thank you for getting us to 710. Thank you very much. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. And today. And today for the Steelers and the Packers. So you'll be covering mostly other games, and when you do cover Pirates, you won't act like a fan. I'll just be neutral. You know, I mean, again, I still, like, whenever the Ashcraft strikes out a guy, and whenever we strike out, you know. So I'll still do that, of course. But, yeah, it's going to pretty much be like, for the remainder of the season, just going to be neutral. That's all I can really do. That's the only way I can keep doing it and finding any joy. But obviously, hey, it's working. I had to change something, and there you go. The Pirates leading 5-0 as we're here in the bottom of the sixth. 0-1 count to Owen Casey, as he did strike out in his first appearance. Here's the 0-1. That's fouled back 0-2. So you're going to see a lot more polos. A lot more polos now. You may disagree, but the one thing I like about the Reds, they play with a chip on their shoulder. Yeah. I don't know. I think if the chip is warranted, sure. If it's unwarranted, I don't know. Again, I just don't vibe with those people or that mindset usually. That's in the dirt 1 and 2. One and 2 to Casey. The pitch. That's going to be outside. Called strike 3. The Marlins are out of challenges. He cannot challenge. He struck him out. That is now 7 strikeouts for Braxton Ashcraft. I mean, that, of course, again, just a tad outside. But, hey, if you're Casey, you got to protect the plates. And that'll bring up Javier Sanoja, who reached on an error. Ashcraft ready. He kicks and fires as Sanoja sends this to center field. Mangum is backing up, sidestepping, and makes the catch for round number 2. Ashcraft, by the way, at 55 pitches here in the 6th. 2 outs in the 6th. I mean, this is probably the most efficient I've ever seen a Pirates pitcher this year. It seems like this is all the time, you know, against the Pirates. But today, though, this has been interesting for sure. Estrella Ruiz is at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. That's a grounder to short. Jacob throws to first, and a nice pick by Horwitz for out number 3. That was a nice throw, but even a better play at first. That was quick. We go to the top of the 7th. The Pirates 5, Marlins nothing. How's it going, Denny? Welcome on in. Glad to see you on the light side. Yes. Yes. Doc still... Yeah, I'm still a Pirate fan, folks. I definitely will always be a Pirate fan. I definitely will never abandon it. But, you know, I have to do what I got to do for the channel. Like the channel and, of course, my mental. It really was killing me. Streak starts today. We'll see, but hey, got to like it. But again, we're still not over. Pirates are still very much... They can still lose this. Betting all 3 quarterbacks toss a tutty. All right, we'll see, Jay. I don't know about that. That'd be cool, though. How's it going? Kitty, welcome on in. Yeah, feel free to ask away. Feel free to ask away. Back Torque. Appreciate you, Miss Donna. And thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. We're 4 subs away from 715. Trying to get there. I know I said 710, but 715 was really the goal. But 710. Thank you guys again for subbing it up. Again, I'll be back tonight for Steelers Packers. I can guarantee you 3 quarters. I always will finish games, but again, I don't know what NFL Network's going to do. And I can even show you if you'd like. I don't understand why they did this. So you can see again, Steelers Packers, 6 o'clock Central. And then look what's at 8. Titans and 49ers. So it's like, are they going to take the Steelers and Packers off the air? That is the only way. And I'll feel so bad again. I'll do my best to find someone that will be covering the game if for some reason I cannot cover it anymore if they do take it off the air. You know, I will feel so bad, but that's why I had hesitant. I was hesitant to cover it in the first place. As Lau skies this to shallow left center. Marcy is on the run, but it's going to be Ruiz who makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Gibson, by the way, still out there for the Marlins here in the top of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds 0 for 2 with the walk. Can we sweep the Red Sox again? I mean, we can. I don't know if we will. It's about to get 12 strikeouts. I mean, I don't know about that. It'd be cool, though. I mean, obviously, I'm pulling for him to do it, but that's... You have to imagine the Marlins. This will be the 3rd time through, by the way, in the bottom of the 7th. You have to imagine they will have a better read on him. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1. 91 on the sinker. Ashcraft get a complete game. Yep. Feet is your other name. Usually here for most of the games. Yeah, your feet. Okay. Shadow ban. Yeah, I don't know. That's a swing and a miss strike too. Yeah, I would not. I did not ban feet. I can tell you that. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I see you in the live chat. Okay, so feed is in the live chat. You must, I don't know. So if you're in the live chat and not in the top chat, that means you're probably, I mean, the way to say it is you're probably spammy. You probably spam a lot, or you might be a problem in other chats. That's off the plate 1 and 2. That's not always the case, but that is usually what I find to be the case. But, yeah, sorry, but yeah, you're here. I do see you. By the way, Gibson again with the breaking ball way outside. That was not catchable. 1 and 2 to Reynolds. Gibson sets, kicks, and fires. Checked his swing. He struck him out. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez, 2 for 3 on the day. You may have hated Stream East, but it's more criminal how they broadcast games now. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Gibson sets and delivers. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. I don't know if I can get Stream East on my Xbox. I don't know if I can really figure that out. Let's go on Waltz. Welcome on in. 0-1 to Gonzalez. That's upstairs, 1-1. 92 on the fastball from Gibson. If you're just joining us, Pirates 5, Marlins nothing. You're in the top of the 7th. Gibson sets and fires. That's going to be upstairs, 2-1. To Nick Gonzalez. Can't see me type when I use feet. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I saw you in the live chat. Again, you're in the live chat. I can. I see feet there. You said hello. Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Upstairs. Called to strike. Gonzalez will challenge, and he will win this challenge. It's going to be 3-1 to Nicky G. So good challenge by Gonzalez. Turns the 2-2 to a 3-1. Gibson readies, kicks, and delivers inside. Ball 4. Gonzalez will take first. So a 2-out base runner for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Esmelin Valdez, 1 for 3 on the night. How many games left for the Pirates? What is it? Where are they at? They're at 113, so 49. The pitch. No, they're at 123. So that's 39 games. 39 Pirate games left. 1-0 to Valdez. Gibson with a thrower to first. Gonzalez sliding in safe. Yeah, locally you'll get it, but unfortunately for me, I'm at the mercy of NFL Network. The 1-0, that's inside. 2-0. 2-0 to Esmelin Valdez. Hit the 150 again. Thank you guys for that. Make sure to keep liking. But I appreciate that. We keep the streak going. We keep the streak going. Here's the 2-0. And that is going to be in there, and it's 2-1. 91 on the inside corner. Just caught a piece of the zone. Gibson readies. He rocks and fires. Valdez sends this to center field. Marcy appears to be under it. Makes the catch. That is out number 3. Bottom of the 7th, Pirates 5, Marlins nothing. Due up for the Marlins will be Jacob Marcy, Xavier Edwards, and Otto Lopez. How's it going, Constantino? Hello from Greece. Well, hello there. Hello from Texas. Hello from the United States of America. Never seen Speedy tagged out. He's been tagged out a few times. Some of his bad base running can bite him in the butt. But yeah. Anywho, I do appreciate you guys. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel again. Thank you guys for getting me to 150 on the likes. I do appreciate that. Keeping that streak going for at least one more Pirate stream. Don't know how long it'll last, but we got it. Joey Votto's a blood? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Daniel. I don't think that would impact me at all. Didn't know you're from Texas. I'm not from Texas. I live in Texas. Broadcasting from Texas. Appreciate you. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 3 away from 715. But yes, from Pennsylvania, but living in Texas. All right, the Tigers leading 2-0 over the Indians. The Reds 8, White Sox 5. Mariners leading 1-0 over the Yankees. Hopefully the White Sox can come back, man. That'd be nice. Would be nice. $152 again. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Likes just again push out the stream. No more Pirate fans, Marlin fans, baseball fans in general. That's all it does. Well, that's great, Daniel. I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you there. All right, Ashcraft is back out there. We'll see if he can keep it up. Here is the pitch to Marcy. That's going to be downstairs, ball 1. He's at 57 pitches. I mean, that is as efficient as you can be. 1-0 to Marcy, who's 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch, and that's going to be hit to first. A nice snag by Horowitz. Tags, or tosses it to Ashcraft, who tags the base for out number 1. So 2 pitches, 1 out. Again, that's going to be helping him. That is just going to keep him in a little bit longer. That'll bring up Xavier Edwards. He was 0 for 1 with the walk. Don't have to worry about Sisk. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Sisk just wasn't the same from coming back from injury. So he's in AAA. We got Matson. Again, I like Matson, but he definitely hasn't been the same this year. Bucks get a split. We did not split. No, the Marlins, they took 2 of 3 in Pittsburgh and in Miami. Anagram for the Pirates is pasties. Really? I don't know that. Anagram. Isn't that using the same letters, or am I tripping? 1-0 count to Edwards. Ashcraft kicks and delivers. That's going to be sent to left. That's going to be a foul ball, 1-1. Texas back in Pittsburgh. I never lived in Pittsburgh. Lived in just outside of Reading. Here's the 1-1 as Edwards sends a fly ball to center field. Mangum is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So very good. Again, Ashcraft had 61 pitches with 2 outs in the 7th. And that'll bring up Ano Lopez 0 for 2 on the day. Whereabouts? East Texas. Southeast Texas. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. I can hear my voice is becoming... Yeah. The 0-1. That's going to be a fly ball to right. Valdez and Mangum. And Valdez makes the catch for outs number 3. The inning is over. We go to the top of the 8th. Pirates 5, Marlins nothing. We go and see that Jacob Gonzalez, Jake Mangum, and Jared Triolo will be at the plates. Rest voice for tonight. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need to drink plenty of water. That's something I haven't been doing. Yeah. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Hopefully, again, we have a nice preseason game. I mean, again, for preseason, I don't know. As long as you can see that Howard and Allard play well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, when the starters play, obviously you want them to be looking pretty good. But, you know, it's just not really the same. Best start of the year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Really good to see that. Again, he had been struggling. Last 7 starts for Ashcraft, 6.52 ERA. Well, the trees are very tall. Very tall. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's enormous, like the redwoods. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Probably not, but, you know, it'd be nice. Nice to see that again. Man. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to act. I haven't seen the Pirates. Well, I don't know. The Pirates look really good against the Mets that one game. But yeah. Pirates getting Ashcraft getting handshakes. I don't know. I hope that doesn't mean he's done. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. I would be so upset if that is the case. 1-0 to Gonzalez. King is out there for the Marlins. He's a lefty. King sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 89 on the sinker. John King with a 3.06. ERA. Opponent batting average of 174. The 1-1 to Gonzalez. That's a chopper to first. Nice play. Tosses to King. Steps on the bag. Out number 1. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum, who has had a triple, scored, and was hit by a pitch. Eli Heidenreich, yep, from Navy. How many Ks? Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts. It's had a really nice game, Nate. Really nice. King sets and delivers. That's taken outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Jake Mangum. King readies. Sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. It's 1-1. Work in Southeast Texas, Port Arthur. Port Arthur and Beaumont, Orange. Yeah. Yep. Yep, it is a small world. We call it the golden... Is it the golden triangle over here as well? Yeah, I don't know. 1-1 to Mangum. That's going to be hit down the right field line. That is a base hit. Could be a double. Casey is there. Throws it in. Mangum is safe. Mangum with a triple and a double today. Look at that. He's done it all. Was hit by a pitch. Doubles and triples. That'll bring up Jared Triolo, who's got 3 RBIs on the day, a home run, and a 2 RBI single. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I want to see Weaver. Yeah, I'm cool with that. It'd be nice to see him. Mowing the lawn and missed 5 runs. I think I might be the cause of our losing streak. If you just mow every time we play. There we go. Just mow every day. Mow every day. The pitch. Triolo rips this foul, and it's 0-1. And thank you, Kitty. Appreciate it. Gonna start watering the grass at Bravo's house. There we go. There we go. Go Bucks. Appreciate you for your beard. Welcome on in. 0-1 to Triolo. That's a breaking ball inside. 1-1. I'm back. What did you miss? Not too sure when he left, but we had a triple by Mangum, a home run by Triolo. Mangum scored on a balk. 2 RBI single by Triolo. That's been pretty much it. That's outside 2-1. Ashcraft, by the way, is still hopefully going to be in there for the 8th. He has been pitching very well. He's been very efficient. I would say that's pretty much all that's happened today. 2-1 to Triolo. Checked his swing. I think he went field down to first. He did not. Wow, 3-1. 7-10. No, I don't know what that would be. Three and 1. The pitch. That's right down the middle. 3-2. Actually winning up. Bottom half of the Bucks lineup have 7 of the 8 hits. Yep, pretty good stuff by the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The pitch. That's downstairs. Ball for maybe not Flores. So that is a walk there for Triolo. And that'll bring up Flores, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Flores getting a hit here would do wonders for the confidence. Batting 179 now. Ashcraft on it today. Yes, he has been. All right, runners on first and second for the Pirates. King looks back. Looks back again. The pitch. That's a breaking ball in there, 0-1. 83 on the sweeper for Rafael Flores. 0-1. He kicks and delivers inside. It's 1-1. I wonder if they always put that sound in there at random times. The clinks of the bat. Just sounds the same every time. Checked his swing. That's in there 1-2 to Rafael Flores. 91 of the sinker. King, of course, not with the crazy velo, but definitely, you know, decent pitcher. Flores can show some power. He can. I mean, it's rare, but he's a big guy. 1-2 to Rafael Flores. My voice is really giving way for some reason. Here's the pitch. As Flores sends this to left, my voice is gone. This ball might be gone as well. It is a 3-run blast from Rafael Flores. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Flores with his 2nd home run of the season. And the Pirates lead 8-0 over the Marlins. I mean, this has come out of nowhere. This performance by the Pirates today looking Just very impressive. Marlins are cooked for this game? Yes. I would say yes. They are probably cooked. Stream tonight, probably 30 minutes prior. So probably 6:30. But again, I won't go live till like actually start speaking till about 5 minutes prior. Maybe 10. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. Horwitz will challenge. He's going to lose. So hoist some cones for the Pirates. 8-0. Looks like Horwitz will lose. So the Pirates with one more challenge. Rafael Flores. The 0-1, swing and a miss, was tardy on the 91-mile-per-hour sinker, 0-2. Definitely a surprise. The 0-2 to Horwitz. That misses downstairs, 1-2. Again, this is a lefty, folks. This is a lefty. The Pirates have actually scored most of their runs off the left-handed pitchers today, which is pretty bizarre. The 1-2, that's outside, 2-2. 93 on the sinker. Marlins are cooked. For today, again, pretty solid team. Again, could still make a playoff push. But, yeah, definitely not what they were hoping for on this Thursday afternoon. But thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. One more sub away from 7:15. The 2-2 to Horwitz. That's a grounder to second. Edwards with it. Tosses to first for outs. Number 2. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau. Lau was 0 for 4 on the day. 3 strikeouts and a fly out. I've been on Sporting Weeks and I've been on the Marlins. Oh, Josh. Oh, my goodness. No. That is tough. That is tough. You've been on Pirates all week today. I picked Miami this half. So Shelly and Josh have some pretty bad luck. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you, man. That's crazy. Parlay landed first game in a while. Been on stream. Take all the credit. All right, there you go, Tim. Why not? That is pretty crazy stuff. Thank you again, Emma, for the cones. Thank you all for hanging out. That is wild. Looks like the Marlins are going to be putting on a position player for the rest of the 8th inning. Not too sure if we're really going to... I guess we will step away because that guy's got to warm up his lobs, I guess. But yeah, King is done. So a pitching change in Miami. $50, that is tough. Flowers dropped off. I mean, his batting average has actually been up a little bit, but definitely his power, yeah, it's been a little bit down. So I believe these teams have some rebuilding to do. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, again, just playoffs. I would say, realistically, I don't know if, like, there's ever a point there, Hutchins, where the playoffs will enter the minds of, the Pirates or the Marlins or the Nationals or the Reds. Realistically. But I think, again, a successful season is 500. It'd be awesome if they get to the playoffs. That's just, of course, the way the dynamic has been with, baseball, with the way the payrolls are structured across Major League Baseball. Don't bet on baseball. Yeah, baseball, again, it's so random. It's so random. Ashcroft better not come back in. I want to see him in there. I'm sorry there, Bree. I want to see Ashcroft get a complete game if it's possible. It's so rare. Shocked the Pirates are winning up. Appreciate you, Kitty. Thank you very much. All right, so it looks like it's going to be Sanoha. Sanoha will be lobbing pitches. And it's going to be Brandon Lau. So we'll see how this goes. Again, Pirates leading 8-0. Marlins have conceded the game.
Sanoja kicks and lobs as Lau sends it to right, and that is a foul ball. And it's going to be 0-1. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Getting to 715. That is huge. That is huge. Appreciate it. That is off the plate. 1-161 on the meatball. The 1-1 to Lau. That's a grounder, and that will be stopped by Edwards. Throws to first, but Lau runs it out. It's a really nice stop by Edwards. Jeez, or I believe that may have been Lopez. Was that Lopez? I believe it was Lopez. Regardless, Lau with the single, an infield single. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds 0 for 3 at the walk. Pitcher's doing great. Don't take him out of the game. Yeah. It's exactly how I feel. Here's the lob as Reynolds is late on it and fouls it back 0-1. 58 on the meatball. Oh, 0-1 to Reynolds as Reynolds hits it up the middle right to Lopez. Steps on the bag for out number 3. Top of the 8th is over, but again, the Pirates lead 8-0 as Rafael Flores with a 3-run blast gives the Pirates the cushion. Ashcraft will be out there for the bottom of the 8th. Due up for the Marlins will be Griffin Conine, Augustine Ramirez, and Leo Jimenez. Pirates are in the thick of it. Well, I don't know. Again, it's... Best case scenario, they're 5.5 back at the end of the day. That's if they win. I don't... Yeah, the Phillies, they play. I mean, you're obviously pulling for the Twins. But the Diamondbacks don't. So, yeah, the Pirates, if they win, they'll be 5.5. The Marlins would fall to 2. So nothing is really won or lost here other than, you make it a little bit more respectable. So, I don't know. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you hit that like button. We got 177 likes. We ended up getting way more than it was really trending there. We wouldn't hit 150, but we ended up getting 177. So that's very nice. Try to get to 200 if you can. I do appreciate it. Again, it pushes out the stream more Pirate fans and Marlin fans across the YouTube world. All right, again, the Tigers leading 2-0 over the Indians. The Reds leading 9-5 over the White Sox. Mariners 1, Yankees 0, Red Sox 1, Blue Jays 0. Again, the Pirates will take on the Red Sox tomorrow. I, of course, will be live for that one. 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central. And the Marlins and the Reds will begin a 3-game series. Of course, that one will be at 6:10 Eastern, 5:10 Central. Burrow's always the best quarterback on IR. Yep, there it is. All right, Ashcraft delivers. As Pauly fouls this back, it's going to be 0-1. So Pauly replacing Conine. Marlins trying to switch it up, trying to get somebody out there to disrupt this. So Ashcraft only had 64 pitches. Here's the 0-1 to Pauly. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2 to Pauly. Thank you, Norman. Thank you very much for the jewels. Thank you for the jewels. Very much appreciated. W's in the chat. Ashcraft at 65 pitches there, Jason. He's been doing really good. The 0-2 to Pauly. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is number 8. Averaging a strikeout an inning. That'll bring up Augustine Ramirez 0 for 2 on the night, or day, I should say. It's not night. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is downstairs. Ball 1. No Twins. Sorry there, Seema. We're still desperate. We still hope that we have a chance. I'm not going to say we think. That's in their 1-1, so. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Phillies will take 2 at least. The 1-1 to Ramirez, that's fouled off his foot. 1-2. I know the Philly fans, I caught a little bit of JJ stream. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Thank you very much. 716. Philly fans were not happy yesterday. They are kind of already conceding the season, which is pretty bizarre to me. The 1-2 high and in, almost hits Ramirez in the face. 2-2. Do you like when position players pitch? No, I do not. 2-2. He sets, he fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 9 strikeouts for Braxton Ashcraft. A curveball on the dirt. He just couldn't lay off it. That'll bring up Leo Jimenez. Struck out twice. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1. Is any Pirate? I don't think so. No. No, the Pirates in complete games, that is rare. 1-0 to Jimenez. He pitches, and that's going to be a tapper. That is fair. Triolo with it. Rifles to first. Good stretch by Horowitz. Out number 3. 8 complete for Ashcraft. He's only at 72 or 73 pitches, folks. We may have a complete game, maybe. I don't want to jinx it. It could happen. We go to the top of the ninth. Pirates 8, Marlins nothing. Due up for the Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Jacob Gonzalez. Let's go on, Alex. Ashcraft looking really good, man. Field of Dreams game tonight. Oh, man, really? I actually would watch that if it weren't for the Steelers, to be honest. That's cool. Yeah, the Field of Dreams game, folks, that's always fun. That's always a pleasure. What's the least number of pitches for a 9-inning game? I don't know. I guess I can look it up. I don't think Ashcraft will be there. Pirates heard Doc was quitting on them, and they said, oh, yeah? Yeah, I guess so. That's crazy. Least amount of pitches in a complete game. That is the top Google search. 58. 58 in 1944. Recently, in 2007, Aaron Cook had 74 pitches for the Colorado Rockies. So I would say that's pretty recent. So in recent times, 77. We need this. We do. We really do there. Let's go. Let's go. This is pretty neat. So that's what it is. I had to throw away the Pirates gear. Be neutral. As neutral as I can be. And the Pirates look really good. Let's go. A lot of changes today. Apparently a lot of people betting for the first time in a while or changing up their bets. And I had to change up the attire and the mindset. The Pirates are winning. All right. It'll be Speedy Gonzalez as Sanoja lobs that one outside, ball 1. Again, the Pirates just trying to get some insurance. Here's the 1-0. That's downstairs. 2-0 to Speedy Gonzalez. Ashcraft is just chilling there. He's just, I don't know. You imagine he's trying to stay locked in. You know he's thinking about it. That one finds the strike zone 2-1. Ashcraft getting a fist bump as he goes into the dugout. Hopefully it's not a... That doesn't mean he's done. As Gonzalez sends a fly ball. More of a pop-up there, and I believe that's going to be caught there by Pauly for out number 1. And Speedy's on the ground. That was a fumble by me. So Gonzalez is out. That'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, who's 1 for 4. Speedy died. All right. Sanoja kicks and lobs. That's off the plate, ball 1. Sanoja, of course, whenever he's lobbing, he's kind of backing up and getting ready in a defensive position. You got to like to see that. The 1-0. That's off the plate, 2-0. Free merch? Oh, yeah, I definitely have merch. Here's the pitch as Valdez sends this to left. That is going to be a base hit. Valdez with the second hit of the day. And that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3 at the walk. one's clicking today. Yep. It's very nice. You're going to, again, the Pirates are going to need this against the Red Sox. That's off the plate. Oh, and the ball gets behind Ramirez. Valdez does not advance. I guess they're showing some sportsmanship here. Hopefully the Marlins will keep that in mind for the bottom of the ninth. As Gonzalez sends this to right. That ball is gone. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Jacob Gonzalez with home run number 6 for him on the season. And the Pirates now have a 10-burger on the Marlins. So hoist some cones. 2 of them, please. 10-0. Pirates over the Marlins. Definitely a great, so far, a great game for the Pirates. Like, this is, again, even have an error. That Jacob Gonzalez had an error earlier, and it still feels like the Pirates defense was pretty good. That's off the plate. But that is called a strike. I mean, that was as horrible of a call as you'll ever see. That was a double-decker. Here's the 0-1. Mangum hits this, and that is off the glove of the first baseman. That'll be a base hit. There we go. That is Mangum's third hit. Mangum needs a home run for the cycle. But, of course, I don't think he'll be up to the plate. Maybe droughts, but when it rains, it pours. Yep. As Triolo sends this to the left on the run, and he is not going to get there. Ruiz is there to throw it in. And I believe he's going to go to... No, he's going to run back to first. I thought he was going to get a double. Mangum stayed at second, so it looks like the Pirates are not being aggressive when it comes to base running. All right, that'll bring up Rafael Flores, who hit a 3-run home run in his last appearance. Of course, that is what forced the Marlins, or elected the Marlins, to really put a position player on the mound. So that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Nick Martinez had an 85 pitch complete game. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty efficient. The 1-0. Flores sends this to left. This is back, and that is gone. The Pirates now lead 13-0. Rafael Flores Jr. with the second 3-run blast of the day. Unbelievable. 13-0 Pirates. This is wild. Well, this will help the run differential. I did mention yesterday that, yeah, it won't be too long before the Pirates are in the red if this were to continue. Well, this will give them some games for sure. Rafael Flores now with 3 homers on the season. That's going to be way outside, ball 1. Horwitz 1 for 5 on the day. Flores can hit apparently as Horwitz sends a fly ball to left, shallow left on the run, and that is a foul ball. Paulie, the third baseman, was closer than the left fielder there. 1-1 count to Spencer Horwitz. 13-0 Pirates. Sanoja lobs. That's going to be upstairs 2-1. We need that. I know. I did it, and then it you like that. It didn't take. So that's going to be a foul ball 2-2. I need to get that before football season for sure. Lucky 13. Yep, maybe. The 2-2 as Horwitz sends a jammer there to shallow right, and that is going to drop for a base hit. No way. 4 Marlins surrounding the ball. Couldn't make. I mean, everything is going right for the Pirates. Just a little blooper. The right fielder, center fielder, second baseman, shortstop, all of them surrounding the ball, but none of them were able to make the catch. Horwitz with his second hit. That'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 1 for 5. The pitch as Lau sends it to left field, backing up at the wall and makes the catch up against the wall for out number 2. Man, oh man, and that will bring up Justinson Garcia, who has replaced Brian Reynolds. And, of course, Garcia's a guy that desperately needs something to go right at the plate. And you can imagine that this would maybe help his confidence out. The pitch. And that's going to be downstairs, ball 1. What kind of preschooler is pitching for the Marlins? Yeah, the Marlins pretty much conceded the game. They have a position player out there. Angels in the outfield. There we go. That's a gem. That is a gem. That's going to be upstairs. Call the strike. 1-1 Ashcraft trying to keep his arm loose. He's moving it. That's going to be off the plate. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Sanoha throws to first for round number 3. That definitely will not help his confidence. And Ashcraft is going to come out for the 9th. A possible complete game, folks. We'll see. 13-0 Pirates over the Marlins. Been without power for 52 hours. These storms through Indiana absolutely wrecked us. Hope everyone is doing well. Hopefully you're doing all right, Pat. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll be all right. Prayers up for Pat, folks. All right. Due up for the Marlins will be Owen Casey, Javier Sanoja, and Esteury Ruiz. Gotta finish this out. Would be nice. If we keep it 13-0, I hope that lucky number is a sign. Yeah. 90-mile-per-hour winds. That is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, prayers up for Pat. See if I can. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Thank you again for getting us to 7:10 and 7:15 today. Hey, maybe we get to 7:20 by the time the stream ends. And, of course, again, I'll be back tonight. Steelers and the Packers. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Hopefully I'll see you there. Should be fun. Again, I'll call as much as my TV will allow me to call. I say that because NFL Network has a game starting 2 hours later on the same channel as the Steelers game. So that'll be a little frustrating. Hopefully it doesn't take it off the air. Let's regain confidence. I hope so. I think Lau's quote's gone to the team and snapped some guys out of it. Yeah, I saw that quote. I read it earlier, and I think it made sense. But yeah, each game, again, 162. Everything is, it all means the same. Ashcraft sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ashcraft again out there for inning number 9, a potential complete game. 0-1 count. Ashcraft sets. He rocks. He fires as Casey sends a fly ball to right center field. Back at the wall. That is gone. Owen Casey with home run number 13 on the season. And it is 13-1. Casey taking a long time rounding the bases, but hey, you know, that's definitely tough, but hey, I'd still leave him out there. That was a fastball high and in. Valdez gave it a good leap, but yeah, no one was catching that. All right, that'll bring up Sanoja. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be in there. 0-1, 97 on the sinker. Again, Ashcraft still at 76 pitches. 0-1 to Sanoja, the pitch. As Sanoja sends a fly ball to shallow right, and that is going to be a nice running catch by Valdez for out number 1. The Pirates trying to pull the final curtain on the Marlins. I mean, you know, you can essentially say that they will, but I mean, I guess you never know. That'll bring up Esteury Ruiz 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. That's in there 0-1. 92 right down the middle. Thank you, Archie, for hanging out. 0-1. Here is the pitch, and that's a chopper foul. 0-2 to Ruiz. Oh, and 2. Ashcraft kicks and delivers high, and it almost hits him. 1-2. Brannigan's taking over at third, so Triolo moves over to short. Going with the defense. Alignment, the 1-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out. That is 10, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Braxton Ashcraft. As a two-seamer catching the back corner. Marlins down to their final outs. Marcy at the plate. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Ashcraft again. He's at 81 pitches. Or 82, I should say. Again, it's been a very efficient day for him. 1-0. Ashcraft sets and fires. Breaking ball downstairs. Called a strike. Again, the Marlins out of challenges. 1-1. 1-1, the pitch. And that's going to be sent foul, and the Marlins are down to their final strike. A strike away from a complete game. Won't be a shutout, of course, but hey, you know, this is pretty great. Here's the pitch as Marcy sends a ball to center field. Mangum's backing up and makes the catch for out number 3. Rays, the Jolly Roger, the Pirates win 13-1. And one of the best games of the season for the Pirates, despite, of course, looking pretty down and out. The Pirates will move to 59-64. The Marlins fall to 62-60. Again, the Marlins, of course, still very much in it. The Marlins will fall to 2 games back. The Pirates will rise to 5.5 back. Pirates still have a lot of work to do. But you get some more performances like this. Well, hey, you're going to be back in it, but that's still, of course, we'll see how it goes this weekend against the Red Sox. So, again, I do thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you again for the jewels there, Emma. Thank you very much. And, of course, I do want to comment on something. Again, I'm not sure everyone saw it. I know I did lose subs over it, and I understand. I kind of figured it was going to happen. It's pretty much a big thing. But I do want to comment on the post I made. This was 6 hours ago. PSA to my fellow Pirate fans. I'll be in the process of slowly moving away from the Pirates for the remainder of the season. Hope they catch fire, but they have no fight in them anymore. Wow, I was completely wrong on that part, of course. For my mental, I'll be covering other games a little bit more often, replacing the Pirates games. Also, I'll be doing my best to be a neutral party during the Pirate games, which I tried today. Hopefully, Marlins fans, you didn't feel like I was too one-sided. I apologize, but, you know, I try. Obviously, I'll still be pulling for the Pirates, but will now show more excitement for the other team as well. Hey, the home run call. Casey, right? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, just a heads up to those who may be shocked with the changes. Definitely a disappointing turn of events for a once promising season. Again, I obviously, you know, we'll still cover Pirates. I didn't say I was going to stop it. But definitely, we'll be slowing down. Obviously, though, hey, if they get back into it, make it interesting, then we'll, you know, we'll keep it going. But for this weekend, I will, of course, be calling every game at the Pirates and Red Sox. That is the goal. If I don't cover a Pirates-Red Sox game, it's because something happened, you know, as, you know, as with anything. Something happened, of course, off camera, and I won't be able to call the game. But I think we're going to be good. I don't think there's anything happening, but you never know. But that is pretty much it. Again, it's been a fun season. I've met so many great people on here. I really have. But the win does not change much. But obviously, definitely really cool to see. I really am excited again. Getting to call a complete game. I mean, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool stuff. First complete game there. Again, Ashcraft, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. Usually you get that many strikeouts, you're not I mean, your pitch count's going to be up, but again, you got 3 double plays. Really good stuff. Yeah, again, it's also, this is my living, so, the Pirates streams, I'm sure you can check on my channel, but they're not exactly getting the views as they want. And I don't blame, again, I understand it, but this is also, that is also playing a little factor into it. I've made a lot of decisions that, of course, have brought me a lot of success during football season. And I've been very blessed that the Pirates, of course, were very good this year, or at least for the first, 3 or 4 months. But, yeah, I mean, this was just a few weeks ago. Pirates are doing very well as far as views are concerned. More views means more financial stuff for me. I'm not saying I make a lot, but, and again, look at that Diamondbacks game. Look at the Diamondbacks series. And then, obviously, that last game there was rough, but the Reds series was great. Brewers, even then, there was interest, but then you can see it. The Mets kind of broke. And then, of course, look at that Brewers game I called. And I hate to, of course, make that a big deal, but unfortunately, yeah, I'm trying to make this my living. So, and yeah, the football stream, again, very disappointing. I'm still trying to figure out what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong, I think. But you compare it to last year's streams with college football and what I was doing in the playoffs, I mean, it's not even close. And even the end of last year, again, that Saints-Falcons game, obviously that wasn't a playoff game. Browns-Raiders, that obviously wasn't a playoff game. So, I was definitely really excited with where the channel was heading. So, definitely confused on how that Hall of Fame game went, but, hopefully tonight it fixes it. But anywho, yes, I'm sorry for those, of course. There will be a day when the Pirates are playing and I won't cover them. I'll be covering something else. But, just understand that I'm doing what I have to do for the long term. The long term of the channel. And right now, of course, yeah, the short term. Yeah, it is brutal covering this team. But what a great game, though. You cannot take that away. Cannot take that away from what just happened, man. That was really fun. That was a pleasure to call, and I hope that we see more of this weekend. Again, the next, of course, game on the baseball game on the channel will still be a Pirates game. It's going to be Bubba Chandler and Bennett. I don't know. I have no idea who that is. Jake Bennett, but he's got a good ERA. He's a lefty, so that could be a problem. Hopefully, the Pirates keep doing what they were doing today with the lefty. But thank you, Big D. I appreciate it. 200 likes. Thank you, Norman. Please shout out to Savannah, Caleb, Abigail, listening from West Central Texas. Shout out to those three. The 3 Musketeers, I guess. But yeah, thank you for listening in. And make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. It is free, folks. But thank you guys again for your support. I do appreciate it. And again, I'll be back tonight for the Steelers and the Packers. Hopefully I'll see you then. Catch you guys in the next one. We'll, of course, have some music to play us out, and then we will go from there. We'll just play another football song, I guess. Maybe one of the songs. All right. Catch you guys later. See you tonight for Steelers and the Packers. Peace.
Let's go. Just to be the better man. Everybody saying maybe you should slow down. Funny how they listen when the whole place gets loud. Built it from the ground, brick by brick. Every setback taught another lesson real quick. No shortcuts, no easy road. Every heavy step helped carry the load. Every scar, every mile, every moment worth the while. We'll make it, even if the road gets long. Starts with one more climb. We'll make it. sleeps. Planting seeds that tomorrow keeps. Missed a few parties, skipped some nights. Trading comfort for bigger sights. Some days hit like a heavyweight round. Some days hope's the only thing around. Still I lace up, still I stand. Building tomorrow with these two hands.